Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Well, now that the gyms are open and no mask mandate, I went to the gym yesterday after 2 years. So we want to understand about the muscle mass. And do we really understand that? Well, that's why we have a physical therapist with us, Dr. Michelle, who has been teaching people like us importance of exercise and the right exercise. Welcome, Dr. Michelle.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Great. So please help us understand the importance of muscle mass. Why do we need to maintain it and what do we have to do?
Yeah, so muscle mass refers to the size and the number of muscle fibers that compose each individual muscle. Your body is full of muscles, many different ones that are composed of many different types of fibers. And maintaining muscle mass has so many benefits. Using your muscles can help improve your immune system. It can improve your resting metabolic rate. It can improve your ability to detoxify your body. It improves your cardiorespiratory rate. There are so many benefits to maintaining muscle mass, especially as you age. So there's a lot of really good research showing that maintaining adequate muscle mass is an important feature to reducing any age-related disease or decline. So in general, the best way to maintain healthy, sustainable muscle mass is to perform a combination of strength and resistance training, which would mean lifting some sort of weights or using some sort of resistance. That can be with dumbbells, with free weights. You can use machines, something that has your body moving through some sort of resistance. So strength training combined with some sort of cardiovascular training. So cardiovascular training refers to any sort of walking, cycling, swimming, hiking, biking, or something like that. Your best results to maintaining healthy muscle mass are going to be when you combine an element of strength training with some cardiovascular activity.
Okay, so now the strength training, should we do like a body pump kind of a strength training or just take dumbbells and then do different, what type of exercise should we do for strength training?
So for strength training, it does depend on what specific goal that you have in mind. So if your goal for strength training is to increase your muscle mass, you want to see more muscle bulk, you want to see your muscles increase in size, then you need to be lifting heavier weights at a lower volume. If your goal is just for health and just general benefits, you can lift less weights at less weight at a higher volume. So more repetitions and less weight. But as far as, general strength training guidelines, if you're just looking for, you're not trying to get really big or muscular, you're just looking for healthy benefits, you should do a combination of both heavy resistance training and lighter resistance training. So as far as equipment goes, that can be done with dumbbells at home. If you have a set of dumbbells, I think kettlebells, using a set of kettlebells is one of the best ways to get in a good workout. With a kettlebell, you can usually perform a more full body movement that engages arms, core, lower body all at the same time. So I think kettlebells are great. If you ask me what equipment should someone have in their home gym, my first recommendation would be a set of kettlebells. You can do a lot with them. It gives you a lot of options. So in general, best advice is to do a combination of heavier weight and lighter weight and vary the days in which you do those two types of resistance training.
Okay, and then how many times should we do, in the sense during the week? Is there some kind of a formula that you said combine the aerobics or the hiking or the walking with the strength training, right? So is it like 50-50, or should we do more strength training and less aerobics? Is there some kind of a formula that we should follow for our weekly routines?
So as far as a formula goes, that specific formula is very, very dependent on your DNA and your exact makeup. There are those of us who respond, our bodies will respond better to more endurance training. So maybe some slower cardio at a longer distance or a longer duration of time. So if you can think about it, some of the best cyclists in the world, the ones who do the Tour de France and things like that, those guys are endurance athletes. Their bodies are, based on their very individual genetic makeup, they're built for longer, slower races. Not that they're going slow, but they're not sprinting for the entire time. Whereas certain people have the DNA of a power athlete. So those are people who you see competing in powerlifting competitions and heavy weightlifting competitions. Those people also tend to be better sprinters. So the exact formula does very, very much depend on your DNA, on what combination of endurance and strength training you should do. But if you're looking for something sort of general, I personally would recommend 2 to 3 strength training days per week. And you can vary those. I would personally recommend 1 upper body strength training day, 1 lower body strength training day, and 1 full body strength training day, mixed in with 2 days where you just do some sort of cardiovascular activity like biking, cycling, swimming, hiking, something like that. So I recommend that my clients and those individuals looking to live a very healthy and balanced lifestyle to perform movement 5 to 7 days a week. All 5 to 7 of those days do not have to be 100% all out capacity. You can vary your tolerance, and you can do a lighter workout one day if you had a really heavier workout the day before. But I always recommend 5 to 7 days of some sort of movement every week.
Great. Well, thank you so much. This is supposed to be a quick 10-minute session that we bring, helping everyone benefits of different type of holistic wellness that you should embrace in your daily lifestyle. Anything else you'd like to add, Dr. Michelle, before we wrap up today?
No, that's it. I want everyone in this, who's listening to know that any type of movement is healthy movement. And there's always ways that you can modify to make something feel good for you. So there's no one recipe on how to exercise that can apply to everyone, but it is sometimes a journey that's worth going down to find the right type of exercise that you can do that's sustainable, that makes you feel good, and that you can do for a long time without feeling bad effects.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. To everyone else, keep supporting us. We really value all of your support for the community, and stay tuned. With that, have a great week. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.